We're going to play a game called
What's That Racket?
Now, before we get going here, let me tell you guys, we started the jackpot at $5, and I'd seen one of my friends doing a game called The Secret Sound. They had like $20,000 to give away. They don't give us money for stuff, so I use my own money. We started at $5. We're up to $15. This is Valentine from Valentine in the Morning on My FM in Los Angeles. Hey, Valentine, good morning.
What's that noise?
Yeah, exactly. I was looking at your page. How much money do you guys have to give away in your version of this game?
I think, well, it goes up incrementally, but this morning the jackpot is $21,600.
What?
So let's compare. We have $15 that of my money. How do you get? Who do I need to talk to get $21,000 for this?
It's Kevin, probably. Kevin LeGret, you know. But what we did is, I'm involved in getting this money, and it's not on the best terms. It's a little bit illicit, because I go down to KISS, and KISS has all the money for our company, and I just find stuff laying around and just grab that.
I wonder if we could grab like prizes from our closet and add it into the pile. Like $15 and a Chris Jansen disc from Buy Me a Boat. You know, just... Okay, well, I'm going to hit people up because we're at 50. Do you want to hear the sound, Valentine? See if you can name it?
Yeah, what's your game? It's called What's That Racket?
Well, we just made up a name real quick, and then we feel like if we just yell it, it seems like it's...
Legit.
Like it's just worth more.
Totally legit.
Okay, see if
Anytime you guys yell as a group, it's a legit game.
See if you can name this sound, Valentine. Here you go. That video has 1.2 million views on Instagram. Can you tell me what is happening in that video?
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this video. This really sounds like turkeys.
A turkey.
Or some kind of animal.
Okay, a turkey. Is it a turkey,
Moment.
Raymundo? It's not a turkey.
Hey!
I know.
That's a really loud buzz. You guys play over the phone, by the way. Very loud.
All right, what are you talking about on your show today? Can we steal some stuff?
That's not going to work because I usually steal from you guys.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
We're going to do a whole thing about an engagement ring and should somebody buy it or not.
Okay. All right, thank you for letting us know how much money. They have $20,000. We have $15. Dollars, not thousand. Dollars. Mm-hmm. All right, Valentine, have a good show. Thanks for talking to us.
You guys too. Bye, guys. Take
Bye.
Valentine in the Morning from My FM in Los Angeles. Okay. Well, let's go to Lisa in Maryland, who's on the phone right now. Lisa, what's happening with you?
Morning, studio.
Morning. Okay, I'm going to play it for you one more time. Lisa, can you name this sound? Okay, Valentine just guessed some turkeys, which eliminates a guess. For $15, Lisa, what's that racket?
It's a guy eating a hot pepper or a hot sauce that his wife gave him, and he's like freaking out over it.
That's interesting. Let me hear it again. Let me see if I can visualize this. Go ahead. Pepper eating. Amy, if your husband reacted like this eating a hot pepper, probably time to find a new husband, huh?
I don't know that I would be that attracted, but...
Here's the answer. It's not that. Thank you, though, Lisa.
Oh, yep, absolutely. Thank you.
All right, see you later. We're up to $16. Let's take another run at it. Here is Dustin in Arkansas. Dustin, you get a shot at this. Go ahead. Here he is. Dustin just hung up.
Uh-oh.
He lost his one. You only get one shot. All right. We'll go to $16 tomorrow. Right, Mike? Yep. All right, what's that racket? There we have it. Coming up in a second, a couple things. One, there is a new fashion trend for men that I'm curious if you think I could pull off.
Okay.
I think I would like to try it. I almost would like to try it without you even knowing I was trying it.
And see if I notice?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'll probably notice.
Yeah, I think so too. But I want to run this by you.
Okay.
Also, when we do Bobby and Eddie's musical minute, Eddie has one. What's it called?
Music school?
Listen, we got so
And
many
I was
new
like,
segments.
wait, do you have a new
It's
thing?
new.
When we do Bobby and Eddie's music school, we have a new song that's sampling a really, really, really old song that Eddie's going to teach us about. Yeah. And we now have this song clip that we play.
Bobby and Eddie's music school is now in session.
Up in the morning and out to school.
Come on.
I like it. That's so official.
awesome.
We may only have $15 to give away here, but we have cool sounding stuff. So we have both of those coming up in a second. All right, cool. Back in like 3 minutes or so, and we'll catch up on the fashion trend that I would like to wear next. There we go.
The Morning Show's official YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Bobby Bones Show, and subscribe today.
Bobby Bones.
Show.
Kane Brown, Homesick, Bobby Bones Show. If you guys want to hit us up, you can. 877-77-Bobby. That's our phone number. 877-77-Bobby. We'll get into this dude fashion trend that I'm wondering if I can pull off.
Can't wait.
Yeah. We'll do it next. From the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela Studio on Music Row, The Bobby Bones Show. The next big fashion trend for men is pearl necklaces.
Okay, no.
Just think, though, if I was wearing one, I wasn't, like, super flashy about it. Just kind of had it under my shirt. You just see it in the back of my neck. Can I pull that off?
I mean, maybe teeny tiny, little teeny.
I would think I would need to go bigger. I think teeny tiny would be more
So you're
feminine
gonna go
and dainty.
like a big pearl choker?
And not choker, just a pearl necklace.
Okay. Well, that's how I picture pearl necklaces, right around the collarbone.
I see. I don't know which Jonas this is. Who's the one that's not Nick and who's the like the middle looking one? Who? Joe? Okay. Joe Jonas, Usher, Harry Styles. They're all wearing pearl necklaces.
Okay. Oh, now that I know that, hold please.
Yeah. So apparently dudes are wearing pearl necklaces. So find your grandma, get into her box, get into her little mat. See if you can wear that pearl necklace. I think if I just wore it, Amy, and it wasn't a choker, it was just kind of long. I'm not a jewelry guy anyway. And I tried for a while to wear a chain. It just, I don't know. Maybe pearl necklace is my thing. I'm going to see if I can find one.
Oh, wow. I see it. They even wear it on the outside, like if they have a collared shirt.
Yeah.
They wear it outside the collar. Like it's not even on
I
their
wouldn't
neck.
do
It's
that.
on the,
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I mean, oh, come on. Don't be ridiculous.
I got to go low-key pearls.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I mean, try it. Pull it. See what happens.
I used to wear Uggs. I tried that for a while because Tom Brady had Uggs. So my heroes are Harry Styles and Tom Brady. So
Well, and Ryan Hurd gave you or had a necklace or you wore a necklace because of him for a long time.
And that didn't work out. No one thought I was cool. Let's go to Christie in Massachusetts. Christy, let me ask you a question first. Could I pull off a pearl necklace?
Well, probably, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. You can pull off whatever you wear and just have confidence in.
That's true.
You're not even gonna know one day.
Right.
I'm gonna have on pearls. I'm gonna have on can you wear pearl earrings? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Big pearl earrings.
Do you have your ears pierced though?
Yeah, I wear
Okay.
clip-ons. Christy, what's your question?
My question is, I'm in Massachusetts, and our governor declared a state of emergency yesterday. And I was just wondering if there was any possibility that we're not going to get to see you on the 22nd.
Oh, Eddie and I and John Party and Kaylee Hammock and Jordan Davis are
yeah.
playing
Oh,
a show.
fun.
Are playing a show in Boston together. As of right now, we're there.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say like no doubt. But I mean, as of right now,
But we haven't heard anything, right?
Right now, we're there. I don't know what's going to happen. They're moving everything. They're talking about award shows. They just moved festivals. I would say unless you hear someone go, it's off, that it's still on. But here's what I would do.
Okay.
Because here's the thing that is irritating to me. There's no reason for everybody to act like they're acting and freak out, like super freak. But there's also no reason for people to ignore it and act like it's nothing. As I was saying yesterday, I have no idea why people have to be so polar on one side or the other. Just because we live in this political climate where you have to be one side or the other, we feel like we have to approach everything that way. You can be aware and go through preventative measures without having to just freak out and shut the gate on your front door. Because at my house now, I have one of those doors like the mall when it comes down, when you pull it
Stop.
shut. Yeah. Just want to keep everybody out. But just be aware and take preventative measures and wash your hands and don't cough on people and don't get on cruises. There are lots of things you shouldn't do right now. It's okay to live somewhere in the middle. I know that's a bad word to say, and I know that I'm being a little too sensible right now. But everybody just be chill. Wash your hands. Sanitizer. You need to go and get a little food? Fine. Because if Corona doesn't get you, which it probably won't, something will, as far as things shutting down. It's going to affect you in some way.
For sure.
Just prepare for it. You've been through harder things. You'll go through harder things. Unless you get Corona. Christy, my point is that right now, everything that is still going that you know of is still going. We've heard nothing that it's being canceled, and we are proceeding as that.
Perfect.
All right? I can't wait to see you.
And morning studio.
Morning. There we go. How do you feel about Corona? I know there are some places that have been hit a lot harder. In New York, they've had to call in the National Guard in one town because there's one town that has more than New York City because there was an infection and it started to spread.
Oh my gosh.
So there are places, and we don't have enough tests out to even know how many people really have it, right? Yeah. But even if you do get it, it's just going to feel like a little flu for most people. So just play it in the middle, folks. You should be more aware than you were, but you shouldn't. Your butt shouldn't be puckered for 14 hours a day, you know? Mm-hmm. And thank God there was an election last night, like the primaries, because at least the news was not wall-to-wall Corona.
Yeah.
And you know what I learned? When the news isn't wall-to-wall Corona, I ain't focused so much on Corona. Christy, what are your thoughts on this?
I think that you just take precautions and you use your mind, use your brain, common sense.
Yeah.
Be
Let me
rational.
say this about a state of emergency, by the way. If you hear that, what that really means is that it allows whatever governing body or governing person it is to buy certain services without taking bids. It allows them to cut some of that first few layers they would have to get through normally to be able to get to it. And it's like, hey, we got something going on. I need to react quick. And it doesn't necessarily mean the world is on fire.
It sounds that way, but yeah they just needed resources ASAP.
So, and not that sometimes that isn't the case, but just because you hear state of emergency, boy, those are some bad words when it's not.
Right.
We should call it like a state of not going that well. And some points.
State of, we're just taking precautions.
And I'm not making light of a virus going around, but I just feel like as you guys as leader for the temporary moment, right now, you guys have elected me your leader by listening to this show, that I feel like I need to go, hey guys, take a breath, be a little more aware, but there's no reason to just run with your hair on fire. Things are going to happen, and it's going to impact your life 16%. But hopefully it doesn't get worse, and that's all it does. We good, everybody?
We're good.
Yeah.
By the way, thanks for voting for me for your lead.
Yeah. Bobby for Corona president.
Yeah. No, just in general. Just in general. Okay, thank you. Hey, Christy, thank you. Hope to meet you soon, but I will not shake your hand.
Oh, me too. Love you, Bobby.
Thank you. Love you too. Let me tell you this. This was the greatest thing about Corona that's happened to me is that I don't like shaking people's hands anyway. Wouldn't. And now it's so socially acceptable just to go
Right.
like that. I'm living my best life. I was out at the Grand Ole Opry last night, and everybody's always like huggy. Nobody was. It was just like full extended daps. Oh, it felt so good. And Dirk Bentley was there last night, who we're friends with outside of the show too, and him and Hot Country Nights were there. He knows how weird I am about germs, so the whole stupid band, the whole time they're around me, is going,
Acting like they're
Yeah.
sick. Yeah, I think we may look back on 2020 or something, or like say that handshaking and stuff changes after this because it's such a thing. It's like, what would they look back in history? Like, what year did it all change?
well, I'm going to say that won't change because it's been around for a few
2020.
hundred years.
Well, this could be the year. This is what you've always wanted.
Let me say this before we go. This is what I think we should do. For the next 2 months, we just shut everything down. And just anything 2 months from now, we get back going. Just shut it down and come back in 2 months. We keep doing our jobs and stuff. But instead of like wondering, is this going, is that going, is it good? Just, okay, shut it down. 2 months, we're back up and running again. That's tough.
And then yeah.
But okay, there you go. Thank you. Back in a second. Well, I was going to talk about your dad, but I just have had so much Corona right now. I'm over Corona'd. We'll get to it later in the show.
Totally fine.
Okay. Even when I'm over Corona'd, you know there's an issue. Because I could sit here and talk. By the way, the Surgeon General should be on the show Friday, here on this show.
This is kind of cool.
The highest doctor
Never thought
ever.
we'd talk to the Surgeon General. It's like we're talking to.
Well, he also feels I'm a leader.
I'm sure he's heard all about you.
I've met him before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. We did an event together, a charity event.
Well, that's cool.
So,
Look at you.
Yeah, look at me. I think that's good for now. We'll come back. Instead of handshakes, we have other greetings we should use.
Okay.
Dabs, chicken wings, that kind of stuff. We'll get into that too. Un-Corona related. Well,
Well, not really.
All right, we'll come back with that.
Missed any of today's show or just want to listen again? Check out the Bobby Bones Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
Bone Show.
Jake Owen Homemade, Bobby Bones Show. Thank you guys. Hey, you want to hop on, question or comment? 877-77-Bobby. That's our phone number. 877-77-Bobby. United flight diverted because passengers got disruptive after someone wouldn't stop sneezing. All right, everybody. Just take a breath. A commercial flight from Colorado to Newark, New Jersey made a stop in Denver after passengers became so disruptive because they were seated next to someone who they thought was sick. But that's who should wear the mask. The person who's sick. Like, that's who that they say. Like, the reason that masks don't work for this, they say, Amy, is because there's a lot of space in those paper masks that it can actually go through.
Right.
Now, what I say is the mask still kind of works because it keeps you from touching your face. It doesn't keep those droplets out. But if you wear a mask, you don't touch your face. And if you do, you touch the mask. And what does that hurt? We should all wear masks every day, if you ask me. But no, they had to land the flight. Can you imagine having to land a flight because people get so irritated because someone was sneezing? This poor sneezer.
I would imagine if you're sitting next to them.
Okay, Amy's one of the flight fighters.
No, I wouldn't. No, I'd
I'm
say,
a sneeze sympathizer. Amy's a what?
No, I wouldn't say anything. I would just, suffer silently. I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so horrible. I can't believe this person's sneezing next to me. But also, too, I know that I'm a healthy, at least I think I would handle the coronavirus just fine. Based on what I know about me and my age and my health, like, I'll be fine. So I don't think I would totally freak out.
I saw a couple things. One, you can get paid $1,000 to watch The Office for 15 hours straight and take notes.
Yeah.
A lot of listeners were tagging me on this story, which I'd probably do that anyway.
Yeah, you could just probably do it without even watching. Be
live my
like, which
life.
episode do you need to know about?
And then there's another one where a job is offering $1,000 to watch Disney movies and write a report on it. Upgradedpoints.com is looking for someone with an overall enthusiasm for Disney, and they're offering $1,000 to binge watch 12 Disney animated classics and their remakes. The thing is, you'll have to complete a worksheet for each movie and document your binge watching journey on social media. So it's for the press for whatever upgradedpoints.com is. But $1,000, would you watch 12 Disney movies and take notes?
Well, it said I had to watch the movies and the remakes.
Well, it's 12 period, right?
Okay, 12 period.
Is it 12 period? Yeah.
Okay. So binging means that you're watching 12 in a row?
I don't know, what does binge mean to you? Binge is to me 3 and more.
Hours
at one,
or
no,
episodes?
3 episodes of anything in a row.
But movies are longer.
Oof.
So what's a binge? That's what I
never-
don't know that I could do binge movies.
Me either. I don't even really watch movies. I don't think I've ever binge movies. Some of my friends would go to a movie early and then walk out of the theater and go to another movie. And they were like, we're bad boys. We're breaking the rules. And I'm
Yeah.
like, who would want to break the rules and have to sit in a theater for 7 hours?
Yeah, it's not my thing. Would you do it? I mean, if I needed to do it, I would do it.
I don't think I've ever seen 4 Disney movies, period. Let's count them down. Does Coco count?
Yes.
1. Oh, Toy Story. I'm going to
Nice.
count the franchise as just 1 movie. Is that okay?
Yeah.
2. What other Disney movie?
Oh, did you ever watch The Little Mermaid?
Mm-mm.
You just danced to
I
it?
couldn't find it. It wasn't, you couldn't download it at the time.
Oh, what about the old man and the balloon?
Up. Is Up Disney? 3.
Yes.
Great, by the way. For the 2 people out there that haven't seen Up.
What's
I haven't seen
Cars?
Lion King. I haven't seen
Cars,
Oh, Connell?
Pixar?
Mike. Would
Cars is
Cars
Pixar.
wait? But was it Disney at the time? But was it Disney at the time?
Okay.
So no.
Let me see. Little Mermaid, no. Lion King, no. Pocahontas, no. Lilo and Stitch, no. Lady and the Tramp, The Aristocrats, Cats, Pirates. Guys, I think I'm stuck at 3 Disney movies ever.
Wow.
Zootopia, no.
It's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm looking at a whole list here. I never saw Frozen or Cinderella, Pinocchio.
You should watch Cinderella and Lion King.
I'm telling you, if I have to pick a movie, it's not Cinderella at this point in my life.
I'm just saying.
I have to sit down and go, all right, here we go. And not going to be Cinderella. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've only seen 3.
Well, the new Lion King, you should do that at least.
I'm good. I'm all caught up.
Okay.
My What's the Haps tomorrow morning, if you listen back, I saw a movie that was getting just really super A+ wonderful reviews. And I watched it and it was pretty good. We'll do that in What's the Haps tomorrow morning. This is pretty good. I liked it, but it's just pretty good. And people were like, I think even Mike D was like, it's going to be your favorite movie. And it's just pretty good. So we'll do that. Okay. That being said, we do have at 55 after every hour. We have Tell Me Something Good coming up.
Tell me something good. Show.
So last night was the finale of The Bachelor, right? The second episode.
Oh, yeah.
So what happened that everybody was so upset about?
So what happened is Peter was in love with this girl, Madison, and Madison says, you know what, we're too different. I'm out. And she leaves.
Which one was the basketball coach's daughter?
That one, Madison.
Okay, she's the one that was like, you can't be with other girls. You
Yes.
can't be with me. Got it.
And so she leaves, and Peter was going to propose to her. He was telling his family, she's the one. I love her. And so he's like, you know what? Hannah Ann's still here. I'll propose to her.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he just pivoted.
Yeah, he was just
Life's about pivots, guys.
No big deal. Ain't no thing.
You know, for example, you know the pill, the little blue pill?
Yes.
You know what it's called?
Viagra.
Yeah, it wasn't meant as that at first. I think
Oh.
it was like a medicine for like your cholesterol or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heart.
And they pivoted. Yeah, like a heart. And now it's not a heart medicine, you know. So he's Peter basically being Viagra.
Yeah, so Peter, proposes, and then a month later, he's like, look, I got to be honest with you. I'm not all into this. Like, we're just not that good. Like, I'm still in love with this other chick. Like, we can be together, but my heart's not all the way in it. So, okay, cool. They break up. But then they bring Madison back live.
Hold on, I'm lost because these names are. So he's with girl A.
I got it.
Girl A runs away. He goes, I'm just gonna go to girl B.
Yeah.
Girl B, then.
Then a month later, he tells girl B, you know what? I'm not really into this.
After the show's over.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So we
they're
learned
engaged.
this. You learned that at the reunion.
Yeah, you learned that at the reunion.
Okay.
And so they bring girl A back on the show, and they're like, look, we still like each other. We're going to try to make this work. And Peter's mom is like, you're an idiot, Peter. This girl's terrible. You can't date her. I love girl B. You need to go back to girl B. Girl B. I mean, she is ripping him. Oh, it's so awful.
Here's a clip here.
Chris, he's going to have to fail to succeed. That's it. All his friends, all his family, everyone that knows him knows that it's not, it's not going to work. So we've been trying to help him. Would we want it to work? Yes.
Wow.
So, but
the mom is so bad, and she just keeps talking about the other girl, about how much she likes her, and we love her, and we want her to be part of our family. Not this one.
So who did he end up with?
With girl A, the one that left and came back. He ended up with Madison, the basketball girl from Auburn.
But I hear he's dating a producer of the show.
That did not come out on the show at all. That was not on there.
They didn't mention that part.
Peter's mom, everybody's upset because Peter's mom was so rude to this girl the entire time. Then she looks at her husband and in Spanish goes, say something bad about her and help me out.
Oh.
Nice. Listen,
Wow.
You may not like what she's saying, but you have to like her honesty.
Oh.
If she really feels that way, good for her for putting it out there, huh?
Well, I mean, I guess if it's if you
Come
can't
on,
say
it's a
something
TV.
nice,
It's a
don't say
TV.
it at
Oh,
all.
I agree with.
Okay.
Too. But she's there for a reason, to give her feedback. So was it good? Is it over?
Oh, it's over. And I mean, there's no way they're going to work because she doesn't drink. She doesn't do anything. And
What's wrong with that?
No, Peter likes to party. Peter likes to,
Yeah, I heard Peter likes to go crazy.
And
Really?
Peter likes to,
thought
hook
Pilot-
up, and she doesn't hook up. I mean, it's there's total opposites. But
Lunchbox is like, it's not going to work because Peter likes to hook up and she doesn't want to hook up with her. I mean,
no, she doesn't hook up at all. Like,
Oh, okay. I got it.
yeah.
Okay. I
Well,
thought you meant with other
It
people.
was incredible. And Peter's mom is the most hated woman in America today.
Wow.
You think the most hated woman in America?
Absolutely. Dude, people are, I mean, she is crazy.
I hadn't even heard about her till just now, so I don't
Yeah.
know that she's the most hated.
Look it up. She's all, memes are flying about her. I mean, she's everywhere.
Okay.
Well, thank you for the Bachelor recap.
Oh, it's
there.
amazing.
If you guys want to call us, you can. Thanks for hanging out with us here. Bobby Bone Show. podcast of the show. We do a whole extra post show. Morgan, number 2, what else can they hear that we've done so far today?
Well, Amy's daughter is now on a sports team.
Which, by the way, is pretty cool and crazy.
Yeah.
First time she's been on a team.
And it was her choice, something she discovered on her own that she wanted to do.
And Amy thinks she's going to be really good at it. She didn't win the first, but Amy's like, that's because she just wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, for sure. She's going to be the best.
What else?
Someone on the show is quoting you in real life.
Yeah, and taking credit for it. That's all right, whatever. You do your own deal. And finally?
Matt from Parmalee is on, and he talks about how much he tips when he goes out to eat.
Yeah, and we got to know what that VIP experience means. Because sometimes you'll see artists go and then get the VIP experience. What does that even mean? He talks about that. You can hear all of that in the show podcast. Check out iHeartRadio. It's a free app. You can listen to the show for free. If you're not near a radio station, you can hear the show on the iHeart Country channel. That's when we're live. But then when the show is over, you can search Bobby Bones Show on demand and check it all out. There you go.
Hey! Bobby Bones.
Hey,
Come on, Bobby. Transmitting across America.
Turn it up. This is the Bobby Bones Show. Let's go.
Now time for Bobby and Eddie's Music School. Here we go.
Bobby and Eddie's Music School is now in session.
Up in the morning and out to school.
All right, Eddie, what you got?
Sam Hunt has a new single out called Hard to Forget. Here's a hook.
You've got a cold heart and a cold hard truth. I got a bottle with you, but I got no proof that you showed up tonight in that dress just to mess with my head. So much for so long, out of sight, out of mind.
Now, here's what's cool. The song actually samples Webb Pierce's 12-week #1 hit from 1953. It was called There Stands the Glass. And what he does is he puts little snippets of Pierce's song in there mixed with reverb. It's chopped up and then pitched slightly higher so it fits the beats and the guitar parts of the song. And There Stands the Glass, of course, when you sample a song, you have to credit the original writers. So co-writers Audrey Grisham, Mary Jean Shirts, and Russ Hull are included on the credits of this song.
Mary Jean Shirts writing a Sam Hunt song.
Yeah, and Audrey, I think, was Webb Pierce's wife.
Wow.
So that's kind of cool. And then, so here's a song. Here's a clip of Sam's song. Ah, so good. And then here's a clip of Webb Pierce's song.
There stands the glass.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
You can hear the different pitch there that I was talking about.
Yeah. I would have never known he was sampling that.
Well, yeah, I don't know what that song was. I don't know.
I've never heard
I didn't
it.
know that Webb Pierce song. That's on Sam's new album, which is coming out April 3rd. And that's the new radio single? Is that what it is? Yeah. I'd only heard this because we talked about it once in the Bobbycast. I didn't know that that was a new radio song. All right, there you go. That's Music School with Bobby and Eddie.
Bobby and Eddie's Music School is now in session.
Well, Sam just goes right at him. He's like, all right, you want to call me non-traditional? I'll take an artist from the 50s and put it in there. And then I'll chop it, screw it.
You didn't care.
I'll do all that. Yeah.
I like it, though. That's an example of, sometimes I have to hear a song more than once sometimes, but that one I liked right away. I haven't even heard the whole thing.
Speaking of songs, I was on my Instagram story. There are a lot of schools that are using Wash Your Hands, our song by the Raging Idiots.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not even elementary schools, by the way. Like, they're playing it in hallways over the top of, in between periods.
What a fun way to remind people to wash their hands.
We wrote this song 5 years ago. We did a kids record, Eddie and I did. Hey, Raymundo, can you play Wash Your Hands from the very beginning? So this is a song we did called Wash Your Hands, just so kids would know. And you can stream it, The Raging Idiots. We won't play the whole thing here. But now it's coming back. It's like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
It just keeps coming back. Here, check it out.
You can take a bath, bubble, splish and splash. It keeps you nice and clean. But I am gonna sing about your hands. They touch everything, your dirty hands. You dig up touch the toilet seat with your hands. We don't have the time for dirty hands. Sanitizer, hot water, wash them till they're blue. Wash your dirty hands so you don't get the flu. Wash your hands. Wow, 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 wow. Wash your hands. Wow, 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 wow.
Predicted that whole flu thing years ago. Wow, 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 wow. Wash your hands. Wow, wow. All right, there you go. That's actually, that exists. Play it for your kids.
I really might play that for my kids.
It's fun.
Again.
It's got a little beat, catchy. The Raging Idiots is the record, but just look for Raging Idiots wherever you stream your music. That's called Wash Your Hands. Who knew? We're like Nostradamus. You just say a bunch of crap, eventually something looks smart. Dirk Bentley, Woman Amen, Bobby Bone Show. I'm going to play this. You guys can call us too. Questions or comments about the show. If you have questions about us or comments about what we're saying, hit us up. We'd love to hear from you. 877-77-Bobby. 877-77-Bobby. Thank you. Amy, I'll give you the nickname of a famous musician. Just name the musician.
Oh, okay.
For example, if I were to say the king of pop.
Michael Jackson.
Right. The
Okay.
have 7 of them. Are you
I
ready?
assume you started with the easy one, but okay.
That one doesn't count.
Oh, dang it.
The king of rock and roll. Think about that. Whose nickname was the king of rock and roll?
Elvis?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
All right. How about the man in black?
Johnny Cash.
Nice.
I fell into a burning
All right.
ring
Let me get a little harder here. Coal miner's daughter.
Loretta Lynn.
Nice. Wow. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
3 for 3. Okay. The possum. The possum.
George Jones. Please? Is that right? Woo!
Flashing, thunder started clashing.
White lightning. All right. Color me impressed so far.
Okay.
Bocephus.
Hello, Bo Stevens. What song is it? The Boot.
That's you're thinking Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
Boys around here. Easy musician nicknamed Bocephus. Uh-oh, boys. She's struggling right now.
I literally think the only time I've heard Bo Cephas is in that Blake Shelton song.
This artist he's not really in your wheelhouse so much.
Waylon, Willie, and the boys. I'm trying to think. He's not in my wheelhouse.
I mean, you're big George Strait type of guy.
Yeah.
You like that country that kind of
that good stuff.
Well, I would
that
say
good.
that kind of that classy.
Okay, so it's not classy.
You like that classy country.
So it's more that dirty country.
I don't know if dirty is the word I would use.
I don't know the opposite.
Bocephus.
Bo Cephas. I don't know. I already guessed. Okay, George Jones, Waylon. I'll just say Waylon Jennings.
Incorrect. It's Hank Williams Jr.
Okay.
The King of Crunk. By the way, not a country artist.
I don't even define crunk, please.
No, that's his nickname, the King of Crunk.
Yeah, but I don't know what crunk means.
What do you mean, get crunk?
Yeah.
I thought it was crank.
What's wrong with you?
So get the King of Crunk.
The King of Crunk. Whose nickname was the King of Crunk?
Okay, I just need a hint on the era.
2000s?
King of Crunk? Eminem?
No. Okay.
Dirty bastard.
What on earth?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Old DB or what is it?
This is Lil Jon.
Lil Jon. I almost said Lil Wayne, but I knew that was wrong.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, go on.
You could have said ODB. Nope. All right.
Went for it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay, who else?
The hardest working man in show business.
The hardest Bobby Bones?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give it to her anyway. The answer is James Brown.
Oh, get back.
You know, he played the Grand Ole Opry. Played a couple songs, and then the crowd started to be like, "What's happening?" They loved it. I think he played 3 songs, and I think Porter Wagner brought him out and was like invited him. He came and played, and the Opry's like, "We love it." And then the third song, I think they're like, "Okay, you went a little too far here." Okay, let's just. I got some more. You like this game?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
The Boss.
The Boss. Era.
No.
Oh, come on. I mean, I'm not going to get it if you don't give me. This just makes it a little more fun.
The Boss.
The Boss. The Boss. Oh, I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue.
80s, 90s.
Oh, that's Bruce Springsteen.
Nice.
Yeah. See?
I was gonna say 80s, 90s, and today, but that's every mix station.
Right.
The 80s, 90s, and today.
Yeah.
Mix 92.4. Okay. Piano Man.
I was gonna say Elton John really quickly, but then there's also
Whose
that
nickname
other guy,
was Piano Man?
Billy Joel.
What's your answer?
I'm gonna go Elton.
The answer is Billy Joel.
Okay, I'm an idiot.
You're only 5 for 9 right now. You've really fallen off lately.
I know, and you were colored so.
I was
impressed.
colored impressed. I know. Okay, how about this? We only have 3 more. Mr. Las Vegas.
Like, I don't know, Barry Manilow?
Wayne Newton.
Oh, okay. Tomato.
No. You're now at 5 for 10.
Okay.
Okay, The Prince of Darkness.
It's Ozzy Osbourne? No. Prince, I don't know.
What's your answer?
Ozzy. Woo!
Yeah. 6 for 11. Don't miss this one. This one's easy, okay?
Okay, what is it?
Mr. 305.
Mr. 305, Pitbull.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, to the top.
7 for 12.
Nailed it.
How do you feel about 7 for
The
12?
ones I
Richard?
missed, I'm fine with. Like, I mean,
You're okay with missing Billy Joel, Piano Man?
I was close.
Bocephus?
I'm okay with missing it because I said it.
Here's what I'm gonna have you do.
No,
On
no,
tomorrow,
no. This is homework.
Yeah. On tomorrow's show, I want a 60-second report on Hank Williams Jr.
Okay.
Let's do 120-second report.
That just went up.
I know, doubled it. I want a 2-minute report on Hank Jr.
Okay.
for our listeners, because some of them may not have fallen in their wheelhouse. Morgan, number 2, Hank Jr. in your wheelhouse?
Not really. I like him as a country artist, but I don't really listen to his music.
So, like, what was his nickname again?
Bocephus.
Okay.
Hank Jr., learn about him. 2-minute report tomorrow at this time. We'll do it right after Bobby and Eddie's music school.
Perfect.
All right?
Amy's music school.
No, Amy got in trouble and is doing a report school.
Okay.
All right, good. Back in a second, Amy had to move her dad, which is pretty crazy. Is that not true?
Well, no, it's still
No.
If he's listening right now, don't scare him.
Oh, he doesn't know what you're about to say?
Calm down.
He doesn't know the segment you're about to do? You told me I could do this segment.
I'm discussing it with you.
We'll do it next on the Bobby Bones Show.
Bobby Bones Show.
Do you feel like you're living your life different at all because of coronavirus?
I am washing my hands way more. That's it.
Are you keeping from going anywhere?
Not yet.
What about your kids? If you had to talk with them about it?
They're washing their hands more, I hope.
And that's what it should be,
Yeah.
right? You know, I think that you have the polar people where they're going, this is not a thing, I refuse to it. Then you have the ones that are like, we're all going to die. You shouldn't be on either side. It is really something. It's not as much as some would hope you to believe, but it definitely is something, right? I mean, you have certain parts of the country that have 100 cases in a small town, and they're calling out the National Guard just to kind of shut it down or try to. So it's something. We just feel the need to jump on a side, and when you jump on a side, you have to scream one side or the other. And you don't. Just be normal about it and go, wow, this is a problem. If it was a really bad flu season, just a straight flu, we'd probably wash our hands too. It wouldn't make the news as much, but it's a thing. And you know, it's called the novel COVID. Novel means it's new and they don't know what it's going to do. And so that's really why it's so scary to people, is that they don't know what it's going to do. They don't know how much it's going to spread. So my advice is just prepare in an orderly manner in case something small were to happen that's going to affect your life 14%.
Yeah.
Because there are going to be things around you that are shutting down. A lot of schools, they put all the schools, but people go, well, they're overreacting because of they should overreact. You should always overreact when it comes to a health crisis. Because if you underreact, everybody's dead. You should always overreact. Now, you can overreact, but you should always overreact.
And I think when you're a place that's in charge of a lot of people
You
that
have
are
to look
gathering,
out
you
for your
have
people.
to be proactive instead of reactive.
Absolutely.
And that's what schools are doing.
So, yeah, you should overreact when it comes to people's health and safety. Because if you underreact, people get sick and die. And what they don't want is a lot of people overfilling the hospitals. So let's say they're not even all going to die, but you don't have enough respirators. You don't have enough room in a hospital. Like, you just don't want all that. Then you can't help people that come in car accidents. It just is a trickle-down effect. But you have Zach Brown punted on their tour. They were like, we're done. No spring tour. We may get back to it later, but we're done. You have Coachella, Stagecoach have been postponed till October. There's a lot of stuff happening. Airlines. I booked a flight for Caitlin to go back to California next week. Booked it like 5 days out. It was really cheap. I think she's got her own Southwest plane.
Oh, yeah.
I think I got her a Southwest private plane for like $200.
I was looking at one that's less than 5 days out, and I thought, oh, surely there's going to be no seats left. I'm going to have to buy the most expensive Southwest ticket. Oh, no. Want to get away, still available.
So let me just encourage everybody to actually pay attention to it, but don't freak out about it. And whenever you go, well, they're overreacting, they should overreact. When it comes to health and safety, you should always, as a leader, you should overreact to that kind of stuff because you want to make sure your people are taken care of. That being said, I'm curious about your dad. He's older. He just fought cancer.
Yeah. So he has a compromised immune system. So he is at risk. Like if he were to get it. If I were to get it, I'm not worried about it. But I do worry about my dad. And he does live in a community of people that are in and out. He lives in an assisted living home. And some nursing homes are shutting down across the country. So it does make me a little nervous for him. And he said that they're coming by his room, everybody's little apartment, twice a day to check their temperature and do whatever else they need to do to kind of monitor what's happening. And that's not normal. They don't, like, sometimes my dad won't even see somebody. So I'm just I want to make sure he's safe. So I'm thinking about having him come to our garage apartment and just staying there until some of this blows over.
I think it's great.
But I don't know that he's going to be, I don't want to freak him out by being like, Dad, you're coming to stay with us.
If you can allow him a resource and it's not going to hurt you and it keeps him safe, I don't think there's an issue with overreacting.
Yeah.
As long as you're not causing pain, irritation to somebody else. And you're taking him out of there.
Right.
I don't think, again, because you're worried about his safety. What you're doing is what a lot of leaders are doing now. They're going, uh-oh, I don't want my people to get sick. And if I got to be seen as a little over dramatic in order to make sure, I got no problem with that.
Okay.
None.
Cool.
But does he know? He doesn't know? Does he listen to the show?
Sometimes.
Live?
On his iHeartRadio app.
I know your dad has had a lot
He
of...
listens to it on the phone coming out with no headphones, and he carries it around.
Well, he's old though, so we'll allow that.
No, it's embarrassing.
Your dad was married how many times?
4.
Does he make out with girls at the
I have
old
no
folks'
idea.
home?
I don't want to know. No, I don't think
Well,
he
you
has
say he has like girlfriends and stuff there. I just
No,
wonder.
I don't know what, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about him, but just women gravitate towards him.
Obviously, he's had 4 wives.
But a lot of his life has definitely changed in the last, year and a half, 2 years. He's not quite the same as he was, but
You don't know if he's like smooching around with other ladies there?
I hope not. Then I'm more concerned about the corona.
I bet he probably is, if I were guessing.
I don't know. Yeah. His neighbor is so cute. She really is. But depends sometimes how she's feeling. Like she has a little bit of dementia. So sometimes she knows who he is and sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she's like, thinks I work there. Sometimes not. But I could see them being a cute couple. So maybe her. She's so cute. I think he likes her. He checks on her.
Oh, you have to be quiet, and the story just starts to roll out of Amy. When I do my Bobby cast with people, because I do a music podcast from my house, where I sit one-on-one with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the heaviest lifting I ever have to do because I have to make sure that it's an hour-long conversation going, and I have to keep it compelling. And so, but what I'll do sometimes is when I know they're on something, I'll just sit here and be quiet because they feel so much pressure to keep it going, and then all the truth starts coming out. There's so much strength when interviewing someone if you just be silent. And there's a fine line between being silent because you're super prepared and being silent because you got nothing to say. And so, like right then, I knew we'd get around to it. And we're like, yeah, he likes girls.
They're probably getting married.
They're probably smooching. Yeah, they're probably. Miriam
she
Morris,
stayed over.
The Bones, Bobby Bone Show. Do you think?
No, I'm joking. I don't know.
Oh, see, there we go. You just be quiet. She starts saying it. All right, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Bella Studio on Music Row. We are the Bobby Bone Show.
That's right.
They asked a bunch of people in a new survey, what other physical greeting would you like to use since handshakes are not being allowed. What's number one for you? If you don't do handshakes.
Daps. Like a fist bump.
Yeah, which didn't make the top 5, oddly.
Okay.
Because I dap everybody. Wow, last night it felt so good to not be judged while dapping. It's just like, what up? And I don't even do close
Maybe
daps.
it's like air?
I
Air
do
dap?
a long dap. Like I stretch as far as I can. Number 5 is tapping feet, which is not, it requires balance, so not a good one. People try to do that with me. They're like, hey, then you gotta like get your feet right. It's gotta be all. Number 4 is bowing. Listen, here's the thing. This is the greatest one. You don't have to touch. You show respect. It's been around for thousands of years in Eastern culture. It's the greatest acknowledgement. Hello, we don't touch. We make a body movement to go, I see you, I respect you. We should totally implement bowing. I've been saying this for years.
Start doing it.
I'm like the person there's been the crazy guy screaming on the street corner, then now people are going, you know Harold on 3rd Street? He's been onto something for a while.
Start bowing, please.
Well, people will not react positively. They won't know what I'm doing. But bowing,
they'll catch on.
That's mine.
You're the leader.
Bowing is money.
Okay.
Bumping elbows is 3. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's weird because it looks like you're doing the chicken dance oddly. It's like, what's up? Number 2 is a nod. Not going to work. And number 1's a wave. Can you imagine someone coming up to you to greet you and you just wave at them?
Hey. No.
Try this. Can I give you an experiment to do today?
Okay, you bow, I'll wave.
Okay, fair. Good. That's a good deal. Ooh, that's going to be tough. I got a business meeting today.
It doesn't matter.
Just try to fit in a few waves today. I'll try to
Okay.
fit in a few bows.
Do it.
And then we'll report back tomorrow.
Okay.
But handshakes are, and I told you, handshakes originally were to extend your hand to show you didn't have a weapon in your hand. Like, I greet you, I do not have a weapon. We shall have a conversation. We shall communicate with no arms involved. Arms as in weapons. But when you're like, unless you listen to Lunchbox's bonehead stories in the morning, nobody else has weapons when they're greeting each other. All right, there you go. That's it. That's all I have. Thank you.
Follow Bobby on Instagram
At Mr. Bobby Bones.
Over to Mary in Colorado. Mary, thank you for calling the Bobby Bone Show. What's going on?
Hey, I just wanted to tell you two things, Bobby. Number one, you cannot wear a pearl necklace, man. That is just wrong.
I don't know. I think I'm going to try it out. If I can find a good, classy pearl necklace, because that's what Usher, Harry Styles. Let me just wear it.
Wow.
Hey, I don't need to be roasted right now. Hey, let me just wear it, and we'll see how it looks, okay? Give me a couple days to find one. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Here's the second thing. I heard your Raging Idiots Wash Your Hands song last week. So I work in healthcare, and I have played that song for, like, every one of my coworkers. It is stuck in everybody's head.
I'm pretty proud of that song.
It's absolutely... Huh?
Yeah, I'm proud of that. We made a music video, too, for it. By the way, we didn't just make this song. This was part of a kids record called the Raging Kidiots, and now it just, sometimes you have
There's a resurgence because,
yeah. I told you, it's like Bohemian Rhapsody. It came out with Queen back in the 70s, like 79, 80, whatever. And then when Wayne's World came out, it went to number one again in the 90s. And then when Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, comes out, we're basically Queen.
Wow.
like anytime there's a crazy virus, you're gonna see a comeback.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, I have cornered my market because on my Instagram, which is Mr. Bobby Bones, I am doing real virus-related humor, which some people can't pull off, but I use my girlfriend to make jokes about.
It's funny.
Thank you. Did you see my new one I put up last night?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, you are so hot. And then
And you
I
do
scroll.
start with
Don't tell the listeners. Don't make them go look. When I started
I
her
was
feet.
like, dang. And then when it got there, I was like, okay.
Come on.
That was funny.
Thank you, Mary. Hey, Mary, what do you do in healthcare?
I'm an x-ray tech in an orthopedic clinic.
Do you worry with
It's
all
a
the
great
folks?
job.
You worry about all the folks you're seeing that somebody's going to come in with, not even, let's just not say corona. You're around people all the time. Like, you worry about catching something
Yeah.
from people?
I worry about catching it from my coworkers more than anybody else.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you
People come
calling.
to work when they're sick. Well, I love your song, and it is stuck in like 100 people's heads now. So
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Where do you live in Colorado?
You're welcome.
Colorado Springs.
Whoop.
My neighbor growing up, his name is Scotty. A lot of you guys on the show know Scotty.
Yeah.
He lived next door to me. He lives in Colorado Springs, and he sends me a video of him skiing. I've never been skiing in my life. And he goes, hey, man, skiing's crazy. Because we grew up, we didn't have snow around us, so we never skied, and we didn't go on vacations. So it was just never something I did. Now, at this stage of my life, I'm going, sounds fun, but I'll probably break something or tear something. And he goes, check me out. I'm skiing. I'm snowboarding. He sent me a second video of him snowboarding. Because he's now working, I believe, for the government in Colorado Springs. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. And I check him, and I'm like, man, maybe I should do this. And it starts to like weigh on me. I should experience life. And then he waits a few minutes, sends me a picture of him in a cast. He broke his wrist.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Got him. That's what happens. Mary, thank you for the call. Hope you have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
All right, for those wondering, do we have a hook of Wash Your Hands, Raimundo? Here you go. Enjoy.
Sanitizer, hot water, wash them till they're blue. Wash your dirty hands so you don't get the flu. Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Go to Sarah in Oklahoma. Hi, Sarah. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
What's going on with you?
I have a question for. Oh, sorry, I got a kid in the background. I have a question for you guys. We live in a state that sent out a travel advisory, basically saying over spring break, if you travel to a level 1 or a level 2 country, you need to keep yourself and your kids home for 2 weeks when you get back. I have an acquaintance who is traveling to a level 2 country, Paris, and she's not planning on telling anyone, and she's going to just send her kids back to school. What would you do?
Oh.
Well, I think if other kids are in the mix, that stinks. I would probably tip someone off quietly.
Yeah, or just if you're friends with the person, like have a talk with them and be like, hey, seriously, this is like people's well-being. Like go ahead and go to Paris if you want to take your family there. But when you come back, quarantine yourselves. Like that's not right.
Chill for 2 weeks. That's
yeah,
it.
like it's not a big deal. That.
Oh, Amy's getting mad. Here we go.
That's frustrating,
Amy,
right?
Come on. I agree.
That's like
You're
not.
putting other kids at risk.
Like no, you're getting up there with. That's scandalous.
I think Amy and I both agree on this, that you should let somebody know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to like post it on Facebook or anything, but just say, hey, I hate to be a tattletale, but sometimes
But you can go to
tattletales
them
are good.
first.
You go, hey, yeah, well,
Yeah, give
I
them a
wouldn't.
chance.
I don't wanna- I don't wanna
No, you would want me to come to you before I tattled on you. Come on.
yeah, Sarah, you got to let them know. If it weren't for other
All
kids
right.
being involved, I
Yeah.
would say maybe it's not a thing, but other kids, you got to let them know. It's only 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
and quarantining would be fun for 2 weeks. Catch up on all your shows. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Man.
Where do you live in Oklahoma, Sarah?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, because let's call the person who's going to Paris. Let's just get them on the phone. Let's talk to them.
How about this? Near what city do you live in Oklahoma?
Oklahoma City.
Okay, there you go. We're on the lookout. What is
Yeah.
your zip code? All right, have a good day, Sarah. Thank you for calling.
All right. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
She might have just told on her right now on the radio. If it's easy to figure out.
My favorite calls are like people who call in and go, listen, my wife, I think she's cheating. And it's just broadcast to millions. I don't want to let anybody know, but can I get you guys' advice? And we're like,
What's your name?
all right. Sure, bud. And then they just put it all out there. We used to have a voice changer, but we don't have it anymore. Okay, let's do Jordan Davis, Slow Dance in a Parking Lot, Bobby Bone Show. Hit us up if you want. See, they had questions. We have answers. We try. 877-77-BOBBY. That's our phone number.